Okay. It should be recording now.
This is the Dropsa SMA block, air and oil, but we don't have the air hooked up. It's the standard switch that you have you have the ultra sensor on there right now, being sold to Idaho Steel. What we're going to do is change it to a mechanical device. The difference between the two is this creates a magnetic flux and it looks at the spool movement. This switch is actually fitted onto the spool. If you opened it up, what you guys had done, you would see that it's mechanically connected to the spool inside. What we're going to do is we're going to swap this off. First thing you want to check is that the size is the same. You will notice that the size I sent you on the mechanical switches are bigger. It's because we don't have the 08s with the cycle pin here, so we had to go to 16s. It's just going to give us a little bit more oil. We're fine. The second thing you want to notice is that the hash marks, they both have hash marks in them. What this means is that it's going to take the oil and divide it up between the two ports equally. If you have one that's a single, like this one, it's silver and no hash marks. You have to plug aside. This one is a twin. The bottom of it uses both sides of the port, so therefore it has to be a gold with 2 hash marks. You also notice that the other 2 blocks above the one that you're using have arrows on them. They may not have arrows, they may be sitting up higher. That is called a bridged element, and that is taking the oil from this block to this block and then down to this block, because every block has to have 3 working sections. Therefore all that oil is coming out these 2 ports equally. I swapped the block. I made sure that the a singling port and the twin port are all the same. They're all twins. That's what came off of it. Turn it on and it's cycling. Now I can take any meter with a continuity tester. I can take it to the common, which is black. I put it to any one of the signals, and if you listen or look at the meter, it is signaling that I am seeing. If I take it off, you don't get a signal. Now, if I turn the pump off, I have a signal coming back on one of them. It could be coming back on the gray, but it is coming back on the brown this time. And it just means where the spool has stopped. There's nothing wrong with not getting it on one. You may not even get it on one or the other, depending if it's in the middle of a cycle or not. But as you can see here, it's cycling. If you don't have a cycle, electrical cycle indication while you're running the block, or if you don't see oil coming down the side, there is something else that has happened to this block, because the spool moving back and forth and the switch moving is telling the oil where to go. Good.